This is the tense moment when a Ukrainian FPV drone played hide and seek with two Russian soldiers in the Pokrovsk region. As you can see, the drone operator seems to be trying to scare them by circling the soldiers several times. The soldiers seem to have managed to shoot down the approaching FPV drone, but unfortunately, it seems that both of them lost their lives as the drone crashed and exploded right next to them. Another video shared by the Ukrainian Armed Forces also shows a Ukrainian mortar team and an FPV drone destroying a Russian Ural truck that was deploying troops on the front lines. In the video, the troops are seen getting off the truck and being warmly greeted by Ukrainian mortars. With good coordination by the drone operator, the Ukrainian mortar team managed to eliminate all the deployed enemies and blow the truck to pieces. Another video also shows a failed attempt by Russian infantry to storm Ukrainian positions on motorcycles on the Ukrainian front lines. As you can see, the Ukrainian operator had been observing the two Russian motorcycles from a distance while waiting for the right moment to strike. While they were driving, the Russian motorcycle suddenly fell into a crater caused by artillery fire, which was when the Ukrainian drone immediately approached them and dropped a grenade right on top of them. It seems that a soldier managed to survive the first attack. He then tried to run away to avoid the next attack. However, the situation on the battlefield was not as easy as he thought. Yes, the Ukrainian drone came back after him and finished him off with a very accurate attack. This is a clear example of how technology, such as drones, can be used in modern combat to document and analyze the situation on the battlefield, as well as disseminate information to the international community about the latest developments in the conflict. The Ukrainian Armed Forces also shared another dramatic moment, showing a Russian tank being blown to pieces after being attacked by a Ukrainian kamikaze drone. The footage shared a few days ago shows how the powerful explosion turned the scene into a sea of fire and metal debris. The short clip shows the FPV kamikaze drone hitting its target with deadly precision, destroying it to pieces. In an instant, the tank was engulfed in bright orange flames, with metal fragments flying and creating a stunning mushroom cloud of fire. Thick smoke billowed into the air, while the sound of the explosion could be heard for miles around. In another video shared, the Ukrainian Armed Forces also showed how they managed to destroy a Russian armored convoy in the Donetsk region. The footage shows the tense moment when Ukrainian forces carried out a coordinated attack on a Russian convoy that was trying to deploy their infantry in an open area. The video begins with the Russian convoy entering an open position, where their infantry appears ready to deploy. However, soon after, a deep attack is launched, starting with an 8mm missile that hits the front of a Russian T-62M tank equipped with a KMT-6 precision lock. Although the remaining Russian tanks tried to return fire, they were unable to avoid the subsequent wave of attacks from Ukrainian forces. At the end of the video, the entire Russian convoy is seen destroyed, showing the power and effectiveness of Ukraine's offensive strategy. The stunning visuals underscore the growing tension on the battlefield and highlight how modern tactics and technology can change the course of battle. In the past 24 hours, there have been 64 clashes along the front line. In the Toretsk sector, Russia attacked Ukrainian positions 15 times, and in the Pokrovsk sector, 21 times. During the same time, Russia lost 1,180 soldiers, 6 tanks, 31 armored vehicles, and 69 artillery systems, according to the Ukrainian news agency Espresso. Meanwhile, Ukraine has received and is already using its first batch of F-16 fighter jets, President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Sunday. The arrival of the jets has provided a much-needed morale boost to the country in its fight against Russia, although experts say they are unlikely to have a major impact on the battlefield. Ukrainian officials have lobbied for the F-16s since the start of the war, but the United States has resisted. A year ago, Washington reversed its stance and allowed other countries to send the jets, though the effort has been marred by delays. In his remarks Sunday, Zelensky acknowledged the resistance Kyiv has faced in adding the aircraft to its outdated fleet. Officials declined to say exactly how many jets Ukraine will receive this year, but it will be no more than a squadron of about 20 jets. Only 6 pilots are projected to complete training this summer because the program has limited space and Ukraine has few pilots left. While Ukraine has previously been restricted from using Western weapons to strike targets in Russia, Western countries that have donated the F-16s have not disclosed any restrictions on how the weapons can be deployed. But Ukrainian and Western officials say the jets are unlikely to fly too close to the front lines because there are too few of them, and too many Russian air defense systems that could shoot them down. Officials say the first F-16s will likely bolster Ukraine's air defenses, countering incoming missiles, drones, and aircraft.